Hi everyone. Did you have a situation when working at your project for some hours or days or even weeks, you made some changes and your project hasn't working anymore? It shows you error that you couldn't fix. I can say more, in 99% of cases, through negligence and ignorance, you click it somewhere where you don't need to click it, and it is your mistake, not engines. However, it won't make you less sad. Now you can remake your project from scratch or even lose your project. More experiences of you sometimes can make backups. Copy project folder to another drive or cloud. I think many of us did like this. Actually, I did. But we don't have so many disk space or cloud space, and it's bad way for serious project. And you ask me what we need to do. Actually, we have answer for this question. It is version control system. Many of you could know about the Git version control system or the GitHub cloud service. Say more. Even official Unreal Engine source code you can find on the GitHub. Git is not only one version control system, but it's most popular, free and open source. It's because we will talk about in this tutorial. Furthermore, source control is not only about ability to returning or your previous weak version, but its system gives you way to working with many people on your project. Working with Git is very similar to game saving. If you initialize your Git in your project folder, you can saving your project folder in any of project stage. And then if you fail some work, you can in any time get back to your previous stage or any of another your saved stages. Now I'm gonna show you how to works with Git like you working with simple Unreal Engine 4 project. Let's imagine that this circle is your project or your project folder. First of all, we need to create project. Great, we created project and we save this stage. This saving is naming commit. But how to save these stages, how to save stages, how to go back to previous stages, I will show you in the next part of video. Next, for example, we wanna create basic classes. We created and saved this stage. Then let's imagine that we wanted to create a main menu in your game. We created main menu. Great. Now we have three stages. If we created this main menu with some mistakes, we can, in any of time, go back to our previous stages. Next, let's create character creating menu. We created character creating menu. We can keep going in this main branch, but we have a best practice. Best practice is creating another branches to any of our new feature. For example, let's imagine that you wanna create some maybe quest system or inventory. Let's, for example, create inventory. In this case, we create another branch. Let's make first stage as we started to create inventory. We started created inventory. Then next, we can create main inventory functionality. Like this. Great. And our next stage will be we ended creating inventory. Great. Our inventory has been created. Next, we need to merge this our feature branch to our main branch. How to do this? It's very simple. We can create and merge these two branches. Something like this. But it's not only one reason to create another branches for any of our new feature. For example, you can be not single developer. You can have some, I don't know, friends or your team or your development team. And for example, you start to create your inventory, but your friend started to create, for example, quest system. Like this. And in the same time, you created inventory and your friend created quest system. And next, you merge these two another branches to your main branch. And now you can works with 2 or 3 or 4 people on your one project. Now your project have inventory and quest system. Great, but it's not only one way to merge these two branches. For example, you can add this inventory functionality to main branch in this stage, and then you can create another stage like this. And now you have two stages. In first stage you add inventory to your main branch, and then in the next stage you add quest system to your main project, and then you can keep working on your project. This is very simple example how to works with Git with Unreal Engine. Now we have a Patreon account. If you wanna help this project, you can become our patron on the link you can see on the screen. As I said before, Git is not only one version control system, we have much more like Subversion or Perforce, but I wanna say that Git is most popular of them. Then I wanna say that Git and GitHub is not the same. It's a very simple thing, but many of beginners, I don't know why, but thinking that Git is part of GitHub or GitHub is part of Git. Not. Git is just one of many version control systems, and GitHub is one of many cloud repositories for Git systems. Next, you can download Git for Windows from this website. It's git-scm.com. This basic application that give you ability works with your Git. This application gives you this console. You can do 100% of Git with this console, but you don't must working only with console. You can use another application for Git. For example, like this, like in this slide, GitHub Desktop, it's application to work with Git with the graphical user interface. Then I want to show you what is Git physically. When you initialize your Git in your project repository, Git creates you this .git invisible folder. In this folder, Git saving all of system Git files. Then you can have some git ignore, git attributes, readme, or license optional files. For example, in license file, you can save your license for your project. Then in readme, you can save some description for your project. For example, in my GitHub, when I open some project, you can find here description for some project. It's actually readme file. It's just standard text file, or maybe something text and HTML file. Great. Then attributes system file. If you beginner, you don't need to know about this file. It's more for advanced users. Then git ignores file. It's file that defining which file or which folders Git don't need to synchronize and commit and saving. Yep. And actually that's all what is Git physically. At last, let's take a look on Git workflow. Git have some stages. First stage is when you install your Git in your folder, when you initialize your folder with Git, but you still not prepared your files to saving, to commits. Then, if you prepare some files to commits, it's your second stage. Then you can save this file, you can create commit, and then is third stage. And then you can work with this stage. You not must using some cloud spaces, some cloud repository, but if you want, you can push your commits, your saved project to a remote repository. That's all what you need about Git workflow for now. Before we will start it, I wanna tell you about this great book. It's Pro Git. It's absolutely free book that you can find and download from official Git website. In this book, you can find all answers for all your questions. In this tutorial, we will have two parts. In the first part, I will show you how to work with Git from scratch from an empty folder. And in the second part, I will show you how to work with Unreal Engine 4 and Git. Let's start it. First, I want to open my C drive, and here I want to create a new empty folder and call it like test2. It doesn't matter. In this empty folder, I want to right mouse click, and here I want to click git bash here. This git bash here will created by this Git application which we downloaded before. I click git bash here, and here we can see the console. To show Git status in this folder, I wanna write next command, git status. I press enter, and Git talk to us that we have no Git here. To initialize, to install Git to this folder, we need to write next command. It's git init, like this. This command will initialize Git in this our empty folder. But we actually can do the same with another applications, for example with Visual Studio or with Unreal Engine. But different is that Visual Studio and Unreal Engine 4 will create for us some optional files like gitignore and others. But now we work from scratch, and I write it here git init, and I press enter. Git was initialized in this folder, and as I said before in our presentation, we can see that here was created some invisible .git folder, as I said before in this slide, what is Git physically. Then let's create some new files in this repository. I create or not, wait a minute. First I wanna show you next git status. It's the same command. We have nothing saved here, and we have nothing to save. Then let's create some new files. For example, first text document, then second text document, and then, for example, Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Great. Then let's write this command one time more. Git status. Git talk to us that we have 3 new files which not ready for saving. Here in this slide we can see something like working directory, staging area, repository, and remote repository. In start of this tutorial I told you about this book. In this book we can find information that if you beginner, you just need to think that first stage it's not ready for saving, then next second stage it's ready for saving, for commits, And third stage is committed files. And the last stage is committed files which was uploaded to, for example, this GitHub cloud repository. To make this file ready for saving, ready for committing, we need to write next command. It's git add, and then we need to write name of these files. We can write these file names, but it's long, it's not very useful. Best practice is create git add dot and press enter, and it means that we wanna all files in our repository make ready for saving. I press enter. Great, command successful, and here I can write git status one more time, and we can see green files. It means that we made these files ready for saving. Now we on second stage. Then to save these files we need to write next command like git commit. We actually can create commits without naming, without some descriptions, but it's bad practice. We need to write -m, and here we need to write some descriptions, some name of our saving file, name of our commits to understand what we saving. I wanna write here first commit and press enter. Great, our files was saving. Then we can write git status, enter, and we saved all our files. Then if we, for example, delete or I don't know, broke some these files, for example, this Microsoft PowerPoint presentations, we can delete this file, and then we can open this page. This is our institute knowledge base. Link on this page you can find in the description below. Here we can find many of Git commands. And actually, if you are a beginner, you don't need to know about all of these commands, but we need something 4 or 5 commands, and you can learn these commands in the future. But in this case, we need to these commands. It's git checkout. It's cancel all non-staged file stages. Actually, git checkout --dot. It's command to cancel all changes for files which are not ready for saving. I copy this command, then looks on this folder. We have no PowerPoint presentation. Then open a console. I wanna paste here and I wanna press enter, and looks, we have this Microsoft presentation which was deleted. Great. Then let's take a look how to upload these files to cloud repository. First, in our GitHub account, we need to press next button. Then we need to write name of our GitHub cloud repository. For example, let's name it like test2. Then make this public or private. We can write description or not. Then I press create repository. Then GitHub talked to us that we need to make git init command. We actually done with that. Then we can create optional readme file. We don't need in this case. Then we need to create first commit. It doesn't matter how you name it. Actually, we done with it too. Then we need to rename our branch to main. When Git was created, Git used by default master branch. It's something about slaving, and now we want to destroy old slaving past, and we every time need to rename master branch to main branch. But in this our institute knowledge base, we can find next command. It's git config ---- global init default branch, and here we can define a default name of our branch. In my case, I already done this command, and in my case, all my new repository, all my new Git repository creating a default branch with a main name. And in my case, I don't need to rename master to main, because in my case, all my new branches named as main. Then we need to define which cloud repository we need to use with our this folder. We need copy this this link. I copy this and paste here. I press enter. Great. And then we need to copy next line. This line we need to run one time, and next we will just write git push. But first time we need to copy this line and paste here. Great. Now our saving file, now our saved commits was uploaded to cloud repository. Here we can open this repository, and here we can find our project. This project have the same structure like in our local repository. Then let's take a look what we need to do if we make some mistakes with our project. For example, let's create a new, for example, Microsoft Excel file. Then I wanna write git status. Then I wanna write git, it's new, not ready to saving file. Then I wanna git add dot. I wanna make this file ready for saving. Git status. Great. Then I wanna git commit -m and something like second commit, enter. Great. And then we can push this commit to our cloud repository. I write here git push and press enter. Great. Now we can refresh this page, and here we can find one more a new file. It's Microsoft Excel. But what we need to do if we wanna delete last commit, or not last, we can find the command in this institute knowledge base. It's actually this command. Cancel last commit from Git and GitHub. Here we can find two commands with this letter make first command and a second command in one line. You can use this like two independent commands. First I wanna copy this. I wanna copy this command. Then I wanna write here git log to see all our saved files, all our commits. And here we can find a first commit and second commit with concrete hash number. This number we can find actually here. We can click two commits, and this is the same numbers like this. We can copy from this or from this. In this case, I wanna paste. No, first I wanna copy this command. Then I need to delete this. Then oh my god, copy and paste. Great. I wanna write this command, and here I need to write hash code from commit I want to get back to. Here I wanna copy this hash code. I wanna copy this. Here I wanna paste this, and I wanna press enter. I press it enter, and here we can find that we have no Microsoft Excel file anymore here. And then we need to copy next command, and here we can paste this command like this: git push -- force. Actually, let's take a look on this GitHub page. Here we can find 2 commits, and then I press enter. I press it enter, and here I wanna refresh this page, and we can find only 1 commit. If you working at your project and you make some mistakes, you can get back to your old saving file, to your old project versions from any time. Great. Next, let me show you how to works with Git with Unreal Engine. First, I wanna delete this project repository. I wanna press here delete. Then I wanna copy these words. I understand. Yep, great. Then I wanna delete this test2. I wanna delete this test2 folder. Great. Then I want to open my Unreal Engine. Then I want to create some new project. It will be blank project next without starter content, and my project, let's make it by default. Great. My project was created. Here we can find this button, connect to source control. Then I want to click here. Then I want to find here Git. Then we need to define a link to our Git on our local machine. Then here we can find our username, our Git email, and here we can define our cloud repository link. To make this cloud repository link, we need to create one new cloud repository. For example, test or UE4 test rep, it doesn't matter. Make this private, for example, create repository, and here we can copy this link and paste this link here. Then I need to click initialize project with Git. Then I want to click accept settings. Now Unreal Engine initialized for us our Git repository with our project folder. Now we can create, for example, some new blueprint class, save all, save selected, and we actually can make commits from Unreal Engine. But it's not best practice, because these commits doesn't work for our Unreal Engine, for C++ code. Actually, if we wanna make commits, better practice, it's close our Unreal, then open our Unreal project. Let's take a look about this gitignore optional file. Here we can find some binaries, derived data cache, intermediate, save, and another project folders, and another files which we don't need to synchronize with Git. And it's great because we don't need to create this file from scratch. Then let's make git bash here. Then git status. We can find this blueprint asset. Then we can git add. Then we can git make commit. We made ready this file to saving to commits, and then we can make git commit -m and something like a second commit. Git commit -m second commit. I press it enter. Great. We saved our changes, and then we can try to write git push, but we need to make a little bit more. Git tells to us we need to write this command git push --set upstream origin main, or we just can copy this command like in a previous example and write it here, paste, and press enter. And now we uploaded our Unreal Engine 4 project to our GitHub account. Great. Now let's open this Unreal Engine project. Then let's, for example, create some new blueprint files. Like this. Save selected. Great. I close this. Then I make git bash here. Then git status. Then in this case we can see that that Unreal Engine already made these files ready for saving, but we can write just one more time git add that. Then git commit -m and message, and here we can write a name of our commits, for example third commit. I press it enter, and then we can make next command git push. Great, and our new blueprints was uploaded to our cloud repository. Here, if we open content folder, we can find all this blueprint. But let's imagine that we made some mistakes and we wanna delete this, this last commit, this last saving. We can open this commit. We want to delete this third commit. Great. We can already find this command or these two commands, but we can use this one line as two intermediate commands. But I want to copy this command, copy. Then here I want to paste. Then I want to copy second commit hash code from here, or we can write here a git log. But then I wanna paste this hash code here, then press enter. Now we can open our project and we can understand that we have no these blueprints files anymore here. But if we wanna delete, but we still can see this third commit in our cloud repository. To delete this from cloud repository, we can copy this command like git push --force, paste here, paste that, and press enter. And we will delete last. We will synchronize our local and cloud repositories, and we just deleted this third commit. I wanna update this page, and we can find that we have no these blueprints anymore here. Great. This is all for today, and see you later.